Hi, welcome. Hi, welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee. And I'm here with a couple of my friends and one regular, one newbie, and we're here to share. I'm actually here to share my passion, which is to help people have a better life and knowledge and education, and just live a a better, what is a holistic way, going back to basics. That's where I like to be, and I like people to be. So that's who I am. But today, I have my friend Diane, and she actually hooked me up with a new friend, and I can't, this is going to be phenomenal. I know this, and have to be really cool. Hi, Diane.
Hi Dee, how are you
I'm
today?
fabulous. How you?
I'm great, thanks.
I'm so happy to have you.
I'm so happy to be here.
I know you. Oh, you look just like, ah, you're just
We have a
glowing.
lot of passion in here today, a lot of
Honey,
love.
I know. I feel it. I feel it for sure. You know, it's like, and it's all new because I love meeting new people and making new friends. So it's like really cool. And I was like when I first met you. You
And that's how I met Melinda.
know? Yeah, yeah.
Well,
So,
my
well,
passion is
yes. What is
I'm a
your
pet
passion?
photographer.
Uh huh.
I'm also an actor.
Uh
And
huh.
today, since we're talking about wellness and
Mhm.
health, I've been a trainer for 30 years.
Okay.
And I love helping people
Mhm.
and giving them the knowledge
Right.
of health.
Right.
And I met Melinda.
Hi, Melinda.
Hi, how are
Welcome.
you, Dee? Thank
Very
you for having
good.
me on the show.
Oh, I'm so
Thank
glad.
you for inviting me.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
last minute, and I was like, ooh, because actually Diane's hooking me up now. She's gonna be my what is it? My
Scout.
well, yeah, my scout.
My scout.
It's like I need help, so she's volunteering. So
Well,
thank you for coming at the last minute,
Thank
and
you. I
it's going to
appreciate
be a. I
coming.
know you're gonna come again already. I know this.
I
so
look forward to it.
so every time you come,
Hmm.
we always want to share your passion.
Okay.
So, what is your passion for life?
My passion for life, first, are my children.
Oh, okay.
They bring me great joy and fulfillment.
Right.
And I'm a Pilates trainer,
Okay.
and I've been doing that for 13 years. I
Mhm.
love that. I'm a Reiki master practitioner,
Wow.
and I love that as well. I love
Mhm.
helping and healing people. I'm very compassionate, and
Yeah.
I've always been since a child, so it allows me to utilize what I have inside and share and give it. And I'm also an aspiring actress and
Okay.
model,
Wow.
and I was in one movie as a
Really?
principal extra over the summer called
Okay.
Mad Women. So,
Oh.
and I met Diane in acting class,
class.
always
Okay.
trying to hone our craft.
Okay.
And you never know where life leads you,
Exactly.
you know.
For
And
sure.
so, those are my passions,
So
and I
you're
love
here.
being here. So,
Yes. Yes.
this
And
is a
that's
new passion.
well. I can't wait to hear all about what you're doing and how what you're sharing and maybe we're going to be able to practice and you can
A
do a
little
little
Reiki,
bit
Yes.
a little
and
energy healing.
yeah, because I know the energy right now is phenomenal.
Very
I
good.
feel it.
Beautiful
It's,
energy.
yeah, yeah, it's really good.
Beautiful energy.
So, okay, so what do we want to talk about first? We want to talk about your children, your journey, how you made it to where you are now,
Mhm.
a little bit,
A little
you
bit.
know.
Okay,
So,
so you want me to start with my children?
yeah.
I was very blessed with
Uh-huh.
twins.
Oh,
And
cool.
my children are 23 years old, and the
Okay.
journey started where I really wasn't able to have children
Really?
initially, and that was one of my first miracles.
Wow.
So the Blessed Mother assisted, and modern medicine.
Right.
And I have two amazing children that are very spiritual
Really.
and very gifted spiritually, and they're artists, and
Really?
they're old souls, and we're empaths, all of us. So that's a blessing and a curse, because as an empathic person, you can feel people's energy or pain or sorrow, but it's also very helpful in leading me going forward
Yeah.
on my path. And so I was looking for something else to do, and I always enjoyed movement of body, dance, and spirituality. I started to take classes for Pilates certification, and while taking my own Pilates lessons, because the work is so intrinsic, the method of Pilates works very close to your skeletal system, and so the muscles are that close, and you're working inside, internally, and primarily in the areas, the chakras, where women carry, conceive, give life, make life. It unearthed something which led me to Pilates. Pilates led me to Reiki.
Okay.
So the Reiki helped me to process what was being unearthed physically, because we all carry in our cells and in our muscles and in our being memory, whether good, bad, and sometimes they lay dormant, and other times they cause problems. They cause stagnation in either organs or in energy flow, emotional distress, or you can actually develop disease, dis-ease,
Right.
from carrying and holding and not allowing the process to occur. Sometimes we choose not to face processing it because it's too painful, or we don't even know how.
Right.
And sometimes the universe brings it up for you, and you really don't have a choice.
Right.
So Reiki changed my life. I went for Reiki healing myself.
Right.
And
So you were actually a receiver initially,
Yes.
and then you had to, once you felt it, and it helped you become who you are,
Of
you had to
course.
share it.
Yes.
Okay. So
It
that's
created
very cool.
it created something in me that kept my feet walking on this path of spirituality, which included mind, body, spirit. So Pilates also works in that same way. So it was a natural path.
Right.
And so the more I learned about myself, the more I wanted to utilize the skills to help other people. And my mentor, my teacher, is Catherine Barley, who is presently, she's deceased,
Okay.
but she had visions of Blessed Mother, which is how we joined
Okay.
our spirits, and we had that in common, and other saints and devotion. And I learned so much from her, not only just the process of the Reiki itself, but about who I am.
Right.
I've grown so much, and I've really been able to help a lot of people. So I brought, she has an audio book that she had written, and it's about her spiritual journey with the Blessed Mother and how it changed her life. So I'm very grateful to having had a person like that in my life for 11 years to help me. And it was basically like I felt like, here you are. She left unexpectedly, but she basically gave me everything I need in order to pass the baton to go forward.
Okay.
And so, and I know she's always around me spiritually, as are so many other people that I've lost, and divine spirits.
Right.
And divinity is always accessible to anyone.
So, just to explain to everybody, because not everybody knows what Pilates is or what Reiki is.
Okay.
So maybe we have to define it a little bit, because actually I've heard of it. I never have done any of it.
Okay.
I know a lot of people that do it. I know a little bit, but might as well just share it so that get down to basics. And that's
Okay.
so that everybody can understand.
So Pilates is a method of exercise that incorporates mind, body, spirit. You can either do workout on a mat, which you're using your own body and your own weight bearing, similar to yoga in some respects. We primarily work from the core out. It's balancing, it's lengthening and strengthening muscles. And like I said, it's working most intrinsically, not the bigger muscles of the body.
So intrinsic, what is that in terms of?
Okay,
the
so that is what supports your skeletal structure.
Okay.
And so therefore your posture would be primarily one of the initial things you would notice that would be different, the way you stand, the way you hold yourself. It increases circulation, it increases oxygen, it increases your ability to be stronger from the center to do anything else. So any other activity would be improved.
So your blood flowing and your cells regenerating.
And
all
I
that
believe,
kind of
yeah, I
stuff.
believe it helps your skin and everything
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And we also have machines that could either assist people who have injury or use for rehabilitative. So you can lie down. We have springs that could either add resistance to make it harder or assistance for someone who's not able to move their own body.
Right.
And so that's primarily Pilates. It's for any level, it's for any body. And originally it was brought here to New York for injured ballerinas as rehabilitative
Oh, really?
work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where did it originate?
It was originally in Germany. Joseph
Okay.
Pilates created and developed the system, and he brought it over.
Do they use music or
No.
it's just energy and your body
And you
It's-
also feel it, because as a trainer, I work with weights, but I have some knowledge of the Pilates, and you feel it within. I mean, the way when you said your posture and you stand up, a lot of people like you said, like this, and even when they walk.
Right.
But when you're working on the core, you could feel the energy and the openness inside of you,
Yeah.
and it gives you that long, lean look. Like with the weight training, you know, people work with the weights and they kind of bulk up, but if they want that long, slender look,
Yeah.
you know, I recommend, you know, to take the Pilates.
Oh,
And it really opens you up and stretches you, and you feel wonderful. I mean,
It's
you see it when you're walking, you know. A lot of people tend to,
I know.
you know, they sit like this, and
They
it all
become-
works. It
and
really works
also-
in the core area.
With age,
Aging.
sometimes people or their
Yeah.
profession, they become hyperkyphotic, and so this will help you to open up. I have Pilates clients that range, you know, from young women to people in their 80s.
Right.
And you can adjust, you can modify to make it harder, to make it more accessible for someone who has.
Yeah, challenges.
I've worked with people who have recovered from cancer, and it's quite amazing. It really is.
Wow. So it's basically, and that's what I believe also, your body can heal itself.
I believe
And
that.
with me going to school for health coaching, the philosophy that we're using is our primary food is not our food that we ingest. It's our mind, our spirit, relationships, finances. All that is the primary food. So it, I guess, all comes together with the Pilates, and so now the Reiki.
So now the Reiki is an ancient practice that's been handed down, and you have to study and become attuned. You get attuned with sacred symbols, Sanskrit, and what it actually is, it's energy that flows through the person who's been attuned, and the energy comes from the palms, out the palms of my hands, and depending on what your need is, the hands will become either hot or cold. The energy is from the universe. It's accessible to anyone. It comes in different forms and different faces. You put hands on, and the energy knows where to go in the body, knows what has to be done. And sometimes you can get, you'll see vision as you're Reikiing someone, and messages or faces of your divine masters.
Really?
You know, who, so for me, Jesus Christ, Blessed Mother. For someone else, it could be Kuan Yin, it could be Buddha, it could just be Mother Earth. It's universal energy, and it's accessible to everyone. It will help to clear, it will help to heal. I have walked people through cancer journeys, coming out the other side cancer-free. I've seen tumors disappear.
Really?
I have
And that's
seen-
only with the energy that you've been able to
Hands-on.
release it? and
It's a modality of healing that's alternative to medicine, but it's a good balance. You know, so for instance, when someone was having chemo, that's the method of healing that they use for cancer. I would Reiki at the same time as the chemo was being infused, and so in working in that duality, I think creates a kinder way to annihilate the disease or to release the disease. And Louise Hay's, this book, You Can Heal Your Life, is quite an amazing book, and she offers mantras for different diseases. So for cancer, it's usually it's something that you're not able to release, or anger that's harbored for years and years. And so once you unearth that, once you allow and you realize, and so for instance, my dad in particular, his cancer, I wrote a mantra and I said, Daddy, every morning and every night, this is what you're going to say, because he got angry at first. He said, I'm going to fight this. And I said, don't get angry. I said, get strong, stay focused, and have faith. And have faith. And so in having faith, you're able to open your heart, you're able to release. And I think that's a gift in itself.
Yeah, definitely.
And so he survived stomach cancer.
Very good.
And he's cancer-free for 3 years, it'll be.
Fabulous.
And he is the biggest Reiki hero that I have
Really?
at the moment.
Oh.
So, but it's quite amazing.
Yeah.
Use it, for children. You can utilize it for emotional problems or depression or the littlest things, the biggest things, just to feel
My
better.
mother would love you.
Aw.
Okay.
We're going to try some. She's going to try some on me today, a little bit.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah,
we'll do a little
yeah.
Reiki, a little energy
No,
going.
definitely, yeah. Because
So,
my mom loves thin and lean.
we're going to
So-
put her on the Pilates
Oh,
machine.
my. It's funny because I've always had challenges with my weight. And she had a baby sister that had challenges.
Okay.
But she had a twin sister that actually passed away
Oh,
from cancer.
sorry.
So now she has it. She's like, I want to die thin. I'm like, okay, Mom, you're going to be thin. You're already thin. But this is her attitude. But she's like, well, I'm going to die. But I'm like, Ma, it doesn't have to be a death sentence. You just have to be positive.
Right.
But I'm trying to introduce her to positivity.
Positive.
So you're going to have to meet my mom.
I will
Both of
definitely,
y'all.
yeah,
will
I
have
would love to
meet
meet
her.
My
her.
dad died of stomach cancer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I wonder if it helps dementia. Does it help dementia at all? The mind?
I don't know. I mean, it's worth trying to
Trying.
see. Perhaps someone will maybe be able to recite something that they couldn't remember, or it will, evoke
You should
a
try this with
memory
my
or
mom, too.
yeah.
Because the thing is, at this point, even that you can't remember it, she can read it.
Right.
And that will make it that she can reinforce it that way.
Right.
So, just keep on reading because she's still, even though she might have some dementia.
Right. No, she remembers things I talk
yeah.
about. She remembers the old stories when I tell her the old stories.
Yeah.
So let's see. We have some interesting things on the table.
So, okay, so I love, it's important to clear space, and I use sage, white sage, and you light this, and it's a Native American practice, ancient Native American practice, and it is for clearing space, clearing energy, and I like to clear space before someone comes to receive Reiki, and I
Right.
like to sage the persons. You start at their heart, and you outline them, and return to the heart chakra.
So where did Reiki
Reiki.
start?
Tibetan, not Tibetan monks, in Japan actually, and
Okay.
and the monks went on this. I don't want to say starvation, like a meditation where they had no food for days and days. He went to the top of a mountain. It's where he was in solitude, and because I guess the clearer he got, the emptier he got, he realized that there was this energy that was accessible. So then from that, he told someone else, and this doctor started to utilize it. Then he handed it down to a nurse, and then they brought it. So it was almost like handing it down, a tradition. It wasn't anything that was written or in school, but it had to be handed down by someone who was, you know, attuned
Experienced
and
it.
experienced it.
Yeah.
And so the only certification I haven't gotten yet is to teach Reiki.
Okay.
So there are different steps
I
in
see.
order to achieve. But it's quite interesting.
No, it sounds
know,
very
and you-
interesting. So you talked about chakras.
Chakras.
So the chakras are what, the energy within?
Chakras are in line with the spine of your body, and here's actually these crystals represent the colors of the chakras. So you have your root chakra, which is red, and then you have orange for sacral, and then you have the yellow for solar plex, and then you have the green for your heart chakra, and then you have the blue for your throat, and then you have the purple for your third eye.
Okay.
And then and each chakra has different vibrations. It also has, deals with different emotions in your body.
So do you
And-
feel it when you touch something like a crystal like this?
Well, you can feel the energy of the crystal. Different crystals have different energies. My favorite is rose quartz, and this was a gift from my friend Catherine. But I love rose quartz because it's the crystal for love, energy,
Yes,
and
I have
for
one
your
too.
heart.
I
you
like
know?
it, yes.
Yeah, and you could put one on your night table and for peaceful and restful sleep.
Right.
But I do love rose quartz. And different chakras hold different challenges emotionally
Okay.
too. So what else do I want to say? I feel like I'm talking so much. but-
No, this is great
Well,
knowledge. A
'cause
lot of
we're
people
learning.
don't understand. We're
'Cause-
learning,
Yeah,
yes.
because it's new. And with me, I have experienced certain things,
Right,
but not
not
experienced everything.
Yeah,
And that's why we're here.
it's interesting
Because people
too.
need to experience, and they don't have to embrace everything, but it's just about having that knowledge, and perhaps they would want to engage it
Right,
at
and
one time to experience it.
knowing
if
there's
you-
an option.
Exactly.
Go more
Right.
into a natural
Exactly.
way
No,
and more
there's an
spiritual way.
Exactly, because I know with myself,
Mm-hmm.
things have changed since I was growing up. Because back in the day, my people didn't know nothing about this stuff. You know, it's like, hello. Even though I am I have some American Indian in me, and so you don't really. I didn't embrace it. Although I look at my grandma,
Right.
who lived to 101,
Mm.
and she had a whole lot of spiritualness.
Yeah.
And I had to embrace her because she just was so knowledgeable, and not knowing how knowledgeable she was, but she didn't take medicine, and she let her body always heal itself.
My grandmother also.
And so that's how she lived to 101. And she
Yeah.
would have lived longer, but circumstances, she broke her hip.
Oh.
And they did the surgery. She got through it, but she was exposed to a very, very deadly bacteria.
Oh.
And
That's
she ended up getting C. difficile, and she ended up having a stroke. And that was the first time ever being sick. Never, ever was she sick.
It's incredible.
Yeah. And she was strong because she let her, if something happened, oh, you have a little, maybe sugar, or you might have a little pressure high. She just did it with food, her mind, or what have you.
And did she chant anything? Like, did you notice that she said anything?
No, but she was very spiritual. She went to church,
Praying,
so
yeah.
she would chant in terms of singing,
Right.
and so
And the
that's
power
part
of
of it.
prayer
Yeah,
brings
exactly.
spirit.
Exactly.
You know?
So she was very, because she lost her husband probably when she was in her 60s or so. And then her son, she only had one child. And 10 years or so prior to her passing, he had passed. For her to be strong enough
To endure
survive,
the loss of a child.
yes,
Yeah.
you know, thank goodness I was there. I called her my grown child. So because I didn't have any children, so I took care of her.
I see.
So, but she was amazing lady,
Yeah.
amazing, and because somehow intuitively she had this in her.
And so it didn't have a name,
No.
Reiki, but it's there. That's what I said.
Exactly.
The universe, the spirit, and it's accessible to anybody.
Yeah,
You know, it really is.
yeah. Well, that's what it is because I know I have something. I never know what it is, but like you're saying, empathic or intuitiveness, or there's things.
I have it too.
Yeah,
And I work with people with some oils, and I like work with my hands and I massage. And when I work with them, I feel connected. It's like an energy, and people say, "Aren't you tired?" And it's like it's therapy for me because my body my hands just get connected in the body, and it's an energy I can't even explain. I think it's something that we have within ourselves.
It's your
And a
vibration.
gift that we have,
Yeah.
you know, to give others.
Definitely, because I know when I touched the crystals, I could feel something.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I just touch another person,
Yes.
you
feel their
just
energy.
can't help that.
Yeah.
You definitely can embrace it. So, you know, and the negative, that's why I can't deal with negativity.
Right, because you're that
'Cause-
sensitive.
Yeah, it's just, I'm like, I can't do that because it will just take me into something that I don't like that feeling.
Right.
So you have to kind of like stay away from that negativity.
And our mind has the power to do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Our mind is
Oh,
very
yeah.
powerful.
Yeah, it's
Sure.
that's where you learn. Okay, you know certain things, but then you kind of just put it to the side and don't really embrace it until finally you're like, okay, you start to grow, and you say, well, wait a minute, that is actually good for me,
Yeah.
and then you kind of start bringing it to. Because I didn't know a lot of things. Of course, if you're brought up in one way and it's not being exposed to those
Right.
things, you know spirituality. I know when I was 7, I was like, I need to go to church. Even though my parents weren't going, but I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So this was who I was. And you said dancing, that was something I embraced.
Right.
And I've always liked it. But then, of course, things happen. You start working, and won't graduate from college. Almost didn't because I was out dancing all the
Dancing.
time. So then I just had to stop, and I was like, okay. So and then you start working, and then you forget. Because I remember I used to clean and dance and embrace the music, and it just made me feel good. And then you stop doing it,
Right.
and now I'm starting to do it again.
That's good.
And you know what
And-
it is, too? We all give, because we're such caring people, we all put our energy into giving to other people. So it's so important that we take that time to put it back into us
Yeah.
and to make us feel good.
Yeah.
Because
a
it
lot-
takes a lot of energy to
Yeah.
care and to give and to
does.
love.
Yeah.
And this is great that we do this.
You have to replenish
Replenish
your
your own
own
body.
your own energy.
So when you are doing the Reiki, when you're touching people and taking that energy, and are you displacing it, or does it come into you? And how do you get it out if it's a little diseased or what have you?
So there are ways to protect
Mm-hmm.
my own being, my energy. That was my dad's biggest fear. I don't want you to
Right.
get sick. I don't want you to
Right.
get sick.
Right.
And There are crystals that you can use to keep you grounded and to keep you protected as
Right,
well. And
right.
I have, my crucifix, and I have other things, and there's a technique that we use in Reiki to close certain channels. But you do receive the energy of the universe flows through me
Right.
and out my hands to the person.
Right.
So being an empath, I can pick up there if they have some negative energy, but we can transmute it and get rid of it.
Right. Well, we got to go take a little break, so
Okay.
we'll be right back. But we're going to talk about some more about
Okay,
it.
great.
Okay?
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Hi, I'm going to do a live commercial. Hi, I'm Renee Marie, the president and founder of Renee Marie's Language of Love Foundation. I would like to personally invite you to our second annual telethon held right here on Madhouse TV. Did you know that nearly 80% of strokes could be prevented? By knowing the signs and getting to the hospital within a 4.5-hour window, you could save your life or someone's you love life or anyone's life. Strokes do not discriminate who it affects and at what time. A stroke can happen at any time and play a huge impact in your life. Do you know what aphasia is? It is a result of a stroke or brain injury, which affects the ability to speak and communicate. Think about how you would feel if you cannot express yourself, even in the simplest forms. I am blessed to say that I am a stroke survivor and can humbly speak of the experience of how it feels to express myself, to not be able to express myself, and not to understand. It is devastating. Please join us on March 20th, 2016 on Madhouse TV for a Language of Love telethon, which supports strokes and aphasia. You can visit our website at www.languageoflovetelethon.org. Together, we are lifting our voices and changing the face of strokes and aphasia around locally and around the globe. God bless you, and I'll see you on Madhouse TV on March 20th, 2016. God bless everybody. Ciao.
Stop the truck! Stop the truck! Thank you.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say.
Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and we're just having a good time getting all this great information. I am just amazed with all this. It's good stuff. Thank you, Melinda, for coming out
Thank
again.
you. It's my
So,
pleasure.
what we're going to do is we're going to share a little bit. We're going to have you perform.
Offer a little Reiki.
Yeah,
A little
yeah,
Reiki
and see
on
where
Diane.
we go, you know.
And maybe I have some cards, oracle cards,
Okay.
and we could maybe pick a card and see what kind of message you get.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I
So
can do that too?
You can do that too.
Oh.
You can do
Yeah,
that as
let's
well.
do the cards. Should I pick
Want
one?
to do the cards
yeah,
first?
let's do the cards
Okay.
first. And then
So you take the deck in your hands.
the
The
whole
deck, just the deck, the cards.
Okay. How about these in here? Okay.
That's the book.
Okay.
And you can
Shuffle.
hold them. You can hold them, and you can think about what you palm. So you get some of your energy in there, and think about what you maybe want to ask, or wish, or something. When you feel like it has some energy, you can shuffle a little bit. You can open your eyes and you can shuffle. So you hold them sideways, or any way, actually.
What kind of cards are they?
They're oracle cards, and they're Magdalene.
Mary
I love Mary Magdalene.
Okay.
And these are quite beautiful, and they're not like tarot cards. It's divine energy. It has to do with the saints and different.
Okay, do I pick the top? Or
No,
do I just
what
pick-
what usually happens with me, but it could happen, differently for you. As I shuffle, they kind of shove out, like fly out, like
Oh, really?
All right,
something
I'm
will.
gonna pick one.
You pick one, and then you can look at it. All right. And what does it say? The real you. So the real you, And you could show the card. The card's just very pretty,
Oh, wow, that is beautiful.
right? And so now you're going to
That's
look
great.
up. You're going to look up
All right, I don't
the
have my glasses on right now.
real you.
I have mine.
You do? Okay.
Let's look up the real you.
So Dee's going to look that up.
Okay.
Okay.
That's pretty interesting. Let's see what she has to say.
So what happens
Okay,
with,
open.
how do you look it up?
It should be should be
it-
start with
like
T or maybe
Oh,
R.
Okay. I think it's R.
R.
Let's
The
try
real you.
The real you.
Because what's happening is, wait a minute, I'm challenged.
That's okay.
Oh, yes, here.
Okay. The real
R.
you.
I was right. So I have to read this whole thing?
Read the first
Oh,
line.
Miss Diane, yes.
Okay. As humans, we are so attracted to our physical world that we often lose sight of our true nature. In attaching your identity and sense of worth to worldly status and achievements, you have lost touch with the real you. Something inside you yearns to reconnect. Pay attention to your feelings and start to reclaim the many beautiful qualities you possess. The unique qualities you have for so long repressed and ignored. Lighten up and have fun. Sounds like that card is really you.
And we were talking about
But
that.
this is all happening to me this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we were talking about
And it
that,
says
so it's very
laughter
pertinent.
is the best medicine
Oh,
for
and I
you
love laughing.
at this time.
Wow.
See?
Okay? Let go of all you think is right and wrong and all you think you should do and just be you. Okay?
Love it.
So as your true nature reemerges, you'll feel inspired and discover a new way of looking at life.
And that's what's happening to me now.
Yes.
Is that could mean the process of happening,
Yeah.
or that's what's happening?
That's who you
what-
are. That's the real you.
You.
Isn't that amazing?
That's great.
And
Oh,
it
it's
says,
so
love it.
I'm going to finish
Very
this up
good, right?
since now it sounds so good. In turn, you will achieve greater success and feel a greater sense of fulfillment. Nurture yourself physically, spiritually, and emotionally. There is so much to be grateful for and so much in life to explore.
I love it.
That's
I
so
think,
cool.
Dee, you
That's
should
very
pick
cool.
a card.
All
Oh,
right,
my.
Dee, it's your turn.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my gosh.
you're going to knock on the cards to get rid of energy, and then you're going to shuffle. You
Shuffle the
hold it, and make a wish, and breathe, and think about something, and then you can shuffle. I love these cards.
So who told you about these cards?
Okay, so I also love Doreen Virtue,
Uh-huh.
and she writes many books, and I believe in angels.
Okay.
We all have an angel
Yes.
always with us, but I
Yes.
believe very strongly in Archangel Michael. He's
Mm-hmm.
come to my aid many times. He's the protector, and Archangel Raphael is the Archangel for healers.
Okay.
And so his color is green. He appears to me a lot.
Yeah.
And Archangel Michael's color blue I see a lot.
Actually, I think I might have been in a young lady. I went to her spa, and they did something with me.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of greens, a lot of, I think it was mostly greens and some blues, but
Mhm.
mostly I saw green.
Green. And that's the
Yeah.
healing energy of Saint
Yeah.
Raphael, Archangel
Okay.
Raphael.
And then I think I saw something else. There was some other colors too, but I can't remember, but it was intense.
Yeah, it's
was
it's
very
amazing.
intense,
It's beautiful.
yeah.
They make themselves
Yeah.
known,
And I didn't, I was like, how am I seeing these colors?
yeah.
And the young lady that was bringing it, and they were both bringing it, and I'm like, okay, interesting. But because I'm like, how's that happening?
How's that happening?
I don't know. Well,
Holy Spirit?
ascension.
Ascension.
So what's that all about?
You have to
We're
read.
gonna read.
have
We're
to
gonna
read it,
see. The cards are pretty though, right?
They
I
are
love
beautiful.
Some of the cards.
There's
Yeah.
a dark blue card that keeps popping in my face. And
Decision?
That's the card.
That's
what's
decision.
the
Decision?
decision that
Yeah.
keeps
Decision.
popping in my face.
That's decision.
Decision.
So you can look that one up too.
Wow.
Maybe that's meant
I don't
for
know.
you as well.
I keep seeing that card as
So
it's getting.
ascension. Hmm.
That looks like the Holy Spirit, but let's
Really?
see. Let's see.
I guess that's where I'm going, huh?
Maybe the Holy Spirit is with you, is helping you.
I do feel that a lot of people are, the universe is being brought to me,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of interesting folks coming to me right now. So, and this is not too long, so. Ascension.
Not like yours.
Trying to gain a higher spiritual state of awareness may feel like a long and slow process. Yet remember that a part of you exists always in a higher spiritual state. Higher consciousness is a knowing, a wisdom far beyond words or explanation. It is your true nature, the eternal light of your soul. There is no point trying to reach it, as there is no point in trying to escape your physical reality. To ascend spiritually is to accept and love your physical reality. Higher consciousness means being fully present in each moment. Stop trying to reach it, and you may just realize you are already there.
Wow.
Okay. And that's perfect.
It is.
Right?
And right next to it is acceptance.
Acceptance.
So, yes.
Can you just find, it's the blue one was, the dark was decision?
Decision.
Let's read decision, and then we'll go into the Reiki.
Okay.
The energy.
Every time I was doing the cards, like shuffling them, I would pick up the,
And
that
that would
I kept
coming
seeing,
in.
I
So
kept
that's
seeing
meant
it.
for you. Like that, when that happens, sometimes if you don't get it, it's going to fall on the floor.
Really?
Yeah. Or you
Interesting.
stick it back in and you shuffle again, and it comes out
It comes
again.
back, yeah.
Because it wants you
Well,
to
I
see
kept
that.
seeing it, I kept
Yeah.
seeing. So let's see what it
Okay.
has to say.
Decision. You have an important decision to make at present, and the decision you make now will affect many around you for a long time to come. Be sure you know what you really want before you act. Take a few deep breaths. Take time out to clear your mind. You will know. We are all part of one creation, energetically interconnected, and therefore what affects one also affects the whole. Everything you say and do, and everything you fail to say or do, has a flow-on effect. A positive effect can only be achieved by being true to yourself. The right decision is the one that sits comfortably inside your heart. Don't make your decision based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to you, for it is only by being true to yourself that you can be true to others.
Beautiful.
And just because I have glasses on,
Okay. Thank you, Dick. What?
You get extra blessings
Oh,
because
my.
you're.
but you know what? Wow,
That was great.
that's
Wow.
really,
Right?
really cool.
Interesting.
So I have many different decks.
Yeah, I'll take the day.
And yeah, I have ones for angels and saints. I have the Magdalene cards. I have different cards.
Wow.
Really, they're beautiful. So Doreen Virtue has ones with angels and saints because she's a big angel. I actually got to meet her, and she signed my book. And
And it's what, the
She's
Angel
incredible.
Therapy Handbook.
this is one of her
Interesting.
books is the Angel Therapy Handbook, and it's really it's quite amazing. She gives you all information about all the different angels and how you can, pray to them, call to them to come. But if you call Archangel Michael, he'll come no matter what, no matter where, no matter what.
Wow.
It's incredible.
And you say Archangel
Archangel
Michael. What color is he?
blue,
Blue.
like a
Yeah,
purpley
there was a
blue.
lot of blue there
Mhm.
also. 'Cause my grandmother loved purple.
Yeah.
Actually, I buried her in purple.
Oh,
And she looked like an angel. She was my angel.
she was your angel.
She was my angel,
She
yeah.
was a special woman. She sounded incredible.
Yeah, she was. She really was.
Divinely connected.
Yeah, she truly was.
So,
And she made sure we had that spirituality.
yes.
She made sure of that. So that good foundation, because that's what it is all about. You have to have that strong foundation.
That's how I learned my faith, really, from my grandmother and my devotion to the Blessed Mother
Right.
and certain saints, Saint Teresa Lisieux. And I think when you have less monetarily, you have faith that you can take everywhere with you. And it's freeing, it's empowering, it's a gift. I used to teach religion for 12 years
Really?
at our parish in Oyster Bay and
In St. Dom's?
St.
Oh, I belong to
Dominic's.
St. Dominic's too.
Oh, okay.
And it was very rewarding to me. I actually got more out of it than I think the kids did, because it was
Really?
more of a blessing to me to teach them that they all have and possess a gift. And if nothing else, leave my class knowing that you can connect with God anywhere you are. You know, before you close your eyes, when you open your eyes, when your mom can't put her arms around you, you have that, and you have that security, and you have that. It's just a beautiful thing.
And I go there,
Yeah.
sometimes I go to St. Dominic's also, and sometimes I take a ride and I just go to the chapel by myself and I light a candle and I sit there for half an hour and I pray. And
It's
when you leave there,
peace.
you just feel very, very peaceful.
It's beautiful.
Well, you know what? We're going to have you back because the time has flying.
Wow.
Wow.
We
Yeah.
you know, we did start a little late, but they only gave us like one commercial. So or was it two? I have to say, wait a minute, we did start a little late. But the thing is, I don't know whether we're going to have time to. How long does it usually take? Because they said
Oh,
they
so
gave
you-
me 3 minutes.
That's
Okay,
it.
you could
Now
do it.
just
Okay,
we'll
okay, let's
just
work.
close your eyes and
Okay. Close my eyes.
Can I say something? Well,
sure.
so in terms of what are you feeling at this point? Like our heart is either heavy or you're pulling.
I'm actually just feeling the energy moving through me. I don't know if Diane is feeling.
I'm feeling, at first I felt heaviness in that area, and now I'm feeling openness and more freeness and less heaviness.
So that
It's like
it's
opening up.
clearing. Mhm.
Wow.
So basically, it just you're able to just channel it
Channeling.
and bring it to
And
a place that it can be released and
you can I've done it on my dog.
really.
You do it on animal. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It's just amazing.
I feel the difference. I feel it was very, very heavy in there.
And I know she's had challenges with, the heart, because she's so giving.
Mm.
So the heart is,
The heart, the lungs, that whole area here was very, very tight, and now I feel it opening.
And so normally, like in a full Reiki session, I would have the client, the recipient, lying down or sitting in a chair. And
Right.
you start at the crown chakra at the top of the head,
Uh-huh.
and you go through the chakras of the body.
Right.
But in time is of the essence.
Right.
So I'm drawn to put my hands here for
That's 'cause
whatever
you started
reason.
here, and then you just ended up
Yeah,
coming
for
there.
whatever reason, I
Right.
felt like I wanted
To
to
go
be
there.
here, and the energy knows where to go. Like I
Right.
said, it's incredible, even if you started at the head. So,
Okay, so in order for people to get in contact with you, where can they reach you?
I'm on Facebook.
Okay.
So if they look me up on Facebook, Melinda Napolitano.
Okay.
I don't have business cards, but
Okay.
it's
It's all referral.
all referral.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
I feel like
amazing.
universe and God sends people that I'm supposed to meet or supposed to
Right.
help.
Right. Do you have an email address or anything?
Yes, Melinda Knapp at
Mhm.
Gmail.
Or? Okay.
Okay, so that as well.
And where do you do your Pilates at?
Pilates in Port Washington. I
Okay.
work at Body and Sync Studio.
Okay.
It's a classic Pilates studio.
Okay.
So,
So come out and support and meet Melinda and share your energy.
yeah.
And thank you again for coming out, and it's been amazing.
Thank you.
Once again, and you're definitely going to have to come
Namaste.
again.
Thank you.
And
Okay.
because we
Thank
didn't,
you.
we only touched.
Touched on
Thank
it.
you.
But
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy
Thank
to
you for
share
coming.
that, and thank you for sharing your energy. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Thank you so much. So, again, we never have enough time. But thanks for joining us, and we'll be back again. And Passion for Life with Dee and Friends next week.